Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show.
Baby, I got your money.
Salute. Welcome to Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend. Make sure you go to ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Man. So I don't even know where to start. Yo, yesterday was amazing. Like, I'm talking about amazing. And so y'all know I didn't do the show yesterday. I mean, I don't think Facebook knew or YouTube. So my bad, Facebook, YouTube. Tanisha Marie, what up? I don't think Facebook or YouTube knew because I didn't really, get a chance to go. Sucker Free, what up? And so yesterday I shot the whole day. So let me tell y'all, right? The grind is worth it though. It ain't pretty, but it's worth it, right? The grind ain't pretty. And I think one of the reasons why I'm showing y'all in real life, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all, I'm giving more access because I feel like a lot of times there's not a lot of access to what success looks like. Like a lot of times people see the end result and they're like, oh, congratulations. Not realizing by the time that end result comes, there was just so much that had to go into it. So let me give you insight, right? So y'all knew, right? I went live yesterday at 8 a.m., right? And so 8 a.m., I was on my way to the barbershop, right? So at 8 a.m., I was on my way to the barbershop. Went to the barber, got my cut, you know what I'm saying? Got lined up, you know what I'm saying? Got freshened up, right? And then straight from there, I had to go to shoot, right? And so inside the vault, we maximize the day. We don't shoot one episode, right? Because we don't just shoot one episode at a time. We shoot multiple episodes at a time. So far, the most episodes I shot in a day was 3, right? The most I shot in a day was 3. But I don't know, something told me that I could do it, and you know what I'm saying? I could do anything, I could do anything. And so yesterday, right, after getting a cut at 8 a.m., right, mind you, I'm up super duper early anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm up like 4:30, 5 o'clock. 8 o'clock, go to the barber. 9 o'clock, I go to the shoot. Our first shoot starts at 10:30, right? And so 10:30, classic, right? Classic. Then next interview, 12 o'clock, right? Another classic. Killed that. Another classic, right? Then fast shout to my people at Comcast, right? So Comcast was doing a financial literacy series for their employees, specifically for the Black Employer Network. So the Black employees at Comcast. So salute, house hairstyling cat. Salute. So Comcast was doing a financial literacy series. Fast shout to my folks at Comcast. And because I didn't trust, right? Because I didn't trust the Wi-Fi where I was, and I didn't want to use a hotspot. I had to drive, right? I had to drive back home, which is only like 20 minutes away from where we shoot inside the vault. I had to drive back home, and I didn't eat nothing either. So I drove back home, grabbed a quick little sandwich, and did a presentation for Comcast, right? The one thing I would tell you, I don't do nothing half-assed, nothing, right? I don't do nothing half-assed. I will bow out. I will not do it before I do it half-assed, right? That's just me. That's just how I'm built, right? And so I gave them my all. I left like what Inky says, I emptied the bucket, right? So I emptied the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I'm talking about the moment I finished that workshop, I wear different clothes though too. So each interview I have a different outfit. So the moment I finished that interview, I changed it to my next outfit, threw 2 more in the bag, and then drove back to the spot. Right. Then I had 5 o'clock interview. Right. 5 o'clock interview. Yo, when I tell you, if y'all think I got energy, sheesh. Fast shout out to PTG 365, yo. Them boys, inspiration. Them boys got energy. Them boys got me. Fast shout to Dave. He got it, right? And so I had it's my first interview I did with 3 other people. So it's 4 of us, right? It's 4 of us doing this interview. Nothing but energy. Then I had my 6 o'clock. I'm going to get back to my 6 o'clock. Then I had my 6 o'clock interview, right? And we were pushing it back a little bit. So I think my 6 o'clock maybe started like 5:30, 5:45. Then my 6 o'clock was a classic. I'm gonna get back to that. Then I had my 8 o'clock, right? So originally we had somebody set for the 7 o'clock, but they were doing something with Disney, right? So they had to reschedule. And so fast shout to my guy Shans. My guy Shans has a new addition to his family on the way. And so after Thursday, he shut down. I'm like, nah, I gotta get Shans in the vault, right? And so I hit my guy up. He's like, yo, I'm coming through. He got there like 8. And we ain't finished because it's not just 2 cameras. We don't just set up 2 cameras. It's like a whole production. This is a TV show. Y'all call it a podcast. I call it a TV show. Right? And so now we had to break down the whole thing. I want to say we got out of there like 10:30 maybe p.m. I want to say we got out of there like 10:30 p.m. maybe. I got home about 11:15-ish potentially. Doing one show is draining. I don't know if y'all understand, because at the end of the day, I cannot show people. Every episode has to feel the same. Like every episode has to feel the same, right? And so every episode has to have the same energy, have to feel good, have to feel like, you know what I'm saying, with like my same energy. So when I tell you, even right now, as I talk to y'all right now, my brain is shot. Like I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. After this, after this show right now, I'm dropping my son off at school and I'm taking a nap. Let me just double check though before. I got 11 a.m. I got 11 a.m. Call. Damn, I can't even take a nap. I'm bugging. I'm gonna sneak a nap somewhere. There's somewhere I can take a nap. I got 11 a.m. and I got a 4, but I gotta go pick him up. I'll figure it out. But either which way, even as I'm talking to y'all, my brain is shot. You know what I'm saying? Krishna, what up? Rudy, what up? Salute to my guy Rudy in the building. Salute to my guy Rudy. Karen in the building. Living Waza in the building. Salute. Elizabeth in the building. LaRue, what up? What's good? Where I gotta check though. Podcast network, big facts. Right? Let me check though. And so let me get back to my 6 o'clock. Right? King, what up? My guy Kevin Element in the building. So let me tell you, right? I'm gonna tell y'all who I interviewed too. I was gonna keep this one a secret, but I can't, right? I can't keep this one a secret. I gotta tell y'all this, right? Because it's like this. Imagine big facts, D. If you know, you know. You making me sleepy. It's 5:19. Salute, Arizona in the building, right? But let me tell you this, right? Imagine you a basketball player. Right? Imagine you're a basketball player and you interview, like you as a basketball player, you interview Phil Jackson, right? You interviewed Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson has coached Michael Jordan. Phil Jackson has coached Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Phil Jackson has coached Shaquille O'Neal, best big man ever to play the game, in my opinion, respectfully. Imagine interviewing Phil Jackson as a basketball player, and Phil Jackson look you in your eye and say, "Yo, you a superstar." Phil Jackson says, "Yo, you're a superstar, right? You gonna win 6 rings." Like, imagine that. Imagine the feeling, right? Imagine the feeling that you get having Phil Jackson as a basketball player, right? As a basketball player, imagine Phil Jackson, right, telling you that you're a superstar, right? Yo, when I tell you, so I don't know if y'all know who Rashawn Mcdonald is, right? If you don't know, he's the guy who helped Steve Harvey become who he is. You know what I'm saying? He has 2 Emmy Awards, right? So Rashawn has 2 Emmy Awards, 3 NAACP awards. He's behind he's written so many sitcoms, so many shows. He manages Stephen A. Smith's career right now. And so he's a big deal. He's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steve Harvey's worth $100 million. Like, he's a big deal, right? A lot of the major deals that you see, Steve Harvey, that has gotten, Rashawn is the guy behind that. You know what I'm saying? They no longer work together, but a lot of the stuff was that. So, first of all, I knew who Rashawn was before he started putting himself out there, right? Only because I used to do radio, not officially. I mean, not officially, but when Deja Vu and Earthquake had a show in WBLS, I used to do for 3 months. I used to be on WBLS once a week. You know what I'm saying? Teach, what up? Teach, welcome back. Welcome back. DeRay explains it all. Thank you for the badge, love. So I used to do radio once a week. I used to do a finance segment on Comedian Earthquake show and my sister Deja Vu show. And Steve Harvey, like Steve Harvey's, WBLS is Steve Harvey's station, right? And so I knew who Rashawn was, and I always respect the person who's behind the grind. You know what I'm saying? And so when I found that I was interviewing him, I was like, oh, this gonna be good, right? And when I tell you, that man looked me in my eye 3 times, though. And so obviously I was counting. That man looked me in my eye 3 times and said I was a star. 3 times, not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times. It might be more than that. Maybe the other times I might have not caught it, right? Yo, the guy called me an EGOT. He was like, yo, you an EGOT. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, you an EGOT. And I don't know if you know what an EGOT is. There's only 2 black EGOTs in the world, right? Whoopi Goldberg, which happens to be my birthday twin, right? So Whoopi is born November 13th. So Whoopi Goldberg, you know what I'm saying, is an EGOT. And John Legend is an EGOT, right? There's the only 2 black EGOTs on Earth. And an EGOT means that you won an Emmy, you won a Grammy, you won a Tony, and you won an Oscar, right? And so Whoopi Goldberg has won all 4. John Legend has won all 4. And I say, yo. And he made like when watch when y'all see that interview, right? When y'all see that interview, y'all gonna see what I'm saying, right? I appreciate you, D. Love you, D. Thank you. When y'all see that interview, you're gonna see what I'm saying, right? Like, when I tell that man firm was a firm, he was like, bro, like, I need you to know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, he was like, bro, I don't say nothing. He said, I have a gift. This is what Rashawn says. Rashawn said, yo, I got a gift. I can walk into a room and tell you what everybody should be doing or who everybody is. I can walk into a room and tell and be like, yo, this is what you need to be doing. And he was like, yo, I don't say things just to say them. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, big facts, right? First Haitian American EGOT. I love how that sounds, right? Well, I gotta take a snap of that. He was like, yo, I don't say it just to say it. You know what I'm saying? He just said, yo, I don't say things just to say things. He was like, yo, you are an EGOT. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, like you are you know what I mean? You are a star. And you know, I'm really affirmed, right? You know, I'm really affirmed, but I ain't gonna lie to you though. That's why I give you the Phil Jackson analogy. Like, I know I believe in myself. I do. I believe in myself 100%. But that's why I gave the Phil Jackson analogy. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna tell you this. There's two people that I look up to that you know, I'm emulating, you know, I emulate their work ethic. I'm not a comedian. Both of them happen to be comedians. But when I look at Kevin Hart, which I need to get on the vault, when I look at Steve Harvey, which I need to get on the vault, when I look at those two guys, I'm like, yo, they work ethic is different. These are the guys that I'm after. And when I say after, like, there's only one Steve Harvey, there's only one Kevin Hart. But when I say the level of grind, the level of success, like, I'm like, all right, that's it. Those are my markers. I don't have, you know, and then those are people I look at and I'm like, that's it, right? Like that's it. That's the level of grind. That's the level of success. I'm talking about, yo, you see them everywhere. You're like, yo, I see you everywhere, right? And so number one, to be able to sit in the same room and have a conversation with the person who has helped made Steve Harvey who he is, you know what I'm saying? What meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? Meant a lot to me. Number one. Number two, right? Number two, for him to see, right? Like I said, like it's like being a basketball player, right? It's like being a basketball player. And Phil Jackson tells you, you know what I'm saying? Like, Phil Jackson says, yo, you next, bro. You a star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Steve, you know, he looks you in your eye. He's like, yo, you it. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot, right? And truth be told, you know, he even extended help, right? He extended help. And I'll leave it there. Like, I think we talk about it on the episode, but I don't want to give up too much. It's a classic episode too. So I'll let y'all know when that's gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know it's gonna drop. Princess Cut, thank you for the badge, love. But he actually, so that's the other thing, right? When people say stuff and it's like, all right, he's like, yo, I'm not trying to hype you up. He said, yo, you got it, right? And he's like, yo, I got some looks though. You know what I'm saying? He says, yo, I see what y'all doing down here. Y'all need to be on TV right now. So y'all need to be on TV right now. And so he's like, all right, let me move some things around. Right? Let me move some things around. Let me give you the game. Right? Let me give you the game. Yeah, I don't know, Teach, right above the comment. It should be, I think it should be something on there. But yeah, so yo, I'll just say, right? I'll just say that yeah, yesterday was a phenomenal day. As exhausted as I still am, right? As exhausted as I still am, yeah, as exhausted as I still am, I still feel alive. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure yet. I don't know when it airs because we got so many in the can that we gotta figure out what makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah. We gotta know when it makes sense. I mean, it's a classic interview though. So I know we gotta drop that soon. I gotta talk to my partners, you know, to figure out when we're gonna drop the next one. But I let you know. I mean, speaking of Steve Harvey, man, I gotta start this off with Uncle Steve, man. Flash out to Steve. We're gonna get Steve Harvey in the vault though too, just so y'all know. Just so you know, we need to get Steve Harvey in the vault. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we gotta where's Steve at? Where my guy Steve at?
Listen, getting successful, whatever you
Catch
consider
these bars.
if it's rich, whatever.
Catch these bars. Uncle Steve.
The magic trick. It's not God picks certain people he'll make rich and certain people he don't.
Yep.
He gives all of us as his children
Yep.
the power of choice.
Yep.
You have a say-so in that. You can decide to be rich, and with God's help, it's highly doable. But you first have to think it.
You first have to think
What
it.
makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. But you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama thinks. It don't matter what coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. You have to live your life with the expectation that great things are coming your way. And that's how it works. Now, let me teach it to you. You grab your remote. You press the power button. What do you expect to happen?
What do you expect to happen?
Expect the TV to come on. Guess what? It come on. If you want to see Sports Center channel 46, and you press 46 and OK or select, what do you expect to come on your TV?
What do you expect to come on your TV?
Sports Center. And guess
Sports
what
Center.
show up?
Yup.
Sports Center.
Yup.
See, God is tied to all of this. You better understand what I'm trying to tell you now. The Bible says, a man is as he thinketh. God created us in his image. God thought of this world. He thought of it. So he created it. So he made you just like him. That your thoughts can create.
Auntie, what up?
There is a scripture.
Kamala.
Carmela. It says, write the vision.
Write the vision, make it plain.
So that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarries, will take a long time.
Yeah.
Wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time.
Catch this bar though.
That's the trick.
Here's the
But
trick.
The appointed time is what throw people off. Because when you ask God for something, he sends it. He ships it immediately. As soon as you ask him something, you really believe he'll do it, he boxes it up and he ships it to you immediately. The problem with the package is he never gives you the date that the package is going to arrive. It would destroy the requirement he has of all of us, which is faith. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. So if you ask God for $1 million, he sent $1 million.
He sent $1 million. He sent it.
But it's going to come at an appointed time.
At an appointed time.
The problem is people stop waiting on the package.
Yep.
Then when it get to you, because he delivers only to Faith Street.
Only on Faith Street.
When he delivers to you on Faith Street, but you done stepped off of Faith Street.
Yep.
You over here on I don't see how circle.
Yep.
He don't ship there. Instead of staying on Faith Street, you done stepped over here to I don't believe it Boulevard.
Yep.
or it took too long Avenue. Then the package come to Faith Street. It's just like the post office and FedEx. If you ain't there to receive it, it gotta go back. That's how it works, man. You have control of this.
Yep.
This belongs to you.
This belongs to you.
This is yours.
This is yours.
You're the captain.
You're the captain.
The master.
You're the master.
You're the foreman.
You're the foreman.
You're the general.
You're the general.
You're the head.
You're the head.
Don't give control of this to nobody.
To nobody.
Negativity, you can protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people, negative thoughts.
Yeah.
You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door. So I walk out as a positive person. You know, I get tired sometimes.
Yep.
That's different from being negative.
Yep.
Because I get mentally drained from my job at times.
Mentally drained
But to coat
sometimes.
your mind from negativity, the way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing.
Yep.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Gratitude erases negativity.
Yep.
I'm going to show you how this works. If you wake up in the morning, you start having negative thoughts. Man, this ain't my day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm tripping. I just don't feel myself. Every time you feel, in the middle of the day, if you feel yourself doing that, stop. Just stop for a second.
Yep.
And start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for.
Be grateful. Be grateful.
Not everything you want.
Not everything you want.
Everything you already have.
Everything you already have.
Is substantial. You just haven't gone over the list and taken inventory in a long time.
Thank you, Shy Love.
You can walk. That's a blessing.
Miss Reed,
The
I
fact that
appreciate you.
woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you think, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home,
That's another blessing.
The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing.
Another blessing.
The fact that you're beautiful, that's another blessing. The fact that you have any measure of health, that's another blessing. And I'm just talking to you. I don't even know you.
I don't even know you.
Give you 50 things you ought to be grateful
Thank you, Leah,
right now.
for the badge, love. I appreciate you.
Start coating your mind with gratitude. It'll change everything for you.
Yo, start coating your mind with gratitude. It'll change everything for you. So thank you, Cheyenne. I appreciate you. So listen, so I want you to catch that though. All right, I want you to catch the bars. Number one is that the moment, right? The moment you ask for something, it's done. Right? The moment you ask, right? Ask and you shall receive. The moment that you ask for something is done. The problem is, right, is that you have to be what Steve is talking about is energetic alignment. Right? You have to be in energetic alignment with what you're asking for. Right? If you're asking for $1 million, right? And yo, I had an interview. Shout out to my guy Derek Harper. I had an interview with Derek Harper. He put this in so, you know, and so eloquently. He was like, "Oh, I want $1 million," and he's like, "Yo, for what?" Right? "Oh, to buy this." "All right, for what?" Right? Always know you're for what. Because if you know you're for what, then you know exactly what to ask for. Right? Because a lot of times people are like, "Yo, I want $1 million," and if you ask somebody right now, for what? What you want $1 million for? A lot of people don't know. They don't know what they want $1 million for. And so if you don't know what you want, you're not in energetic alignment with it. You're not just gonna get, you don't get nothing random, Like nobody has ever been blessed randomly. That's a fact. Nobody has ever been blessed randomly. Like you don't randomly get blessed. You know what I'm saying? You don't randomly wake up one day, you wasn't thinking about money or abundance or nothing. You just wake up one day and you're like, "Oh, I'm rich now." Like that doesn't happen. Right? Subconsciously, when you know what you want, right? You know what you desire. Whether you admit it or not, you know what you desire, and you start to go after what you desire. And you going after what you desire, sometimes you get blessed more, right? Right? Faith without works is dead, meaning that it doesn't mean that like I've gotten blessed more, right? But I never got blessed doing nothing. Catch what I'm trying to tell you is that I've said, "Yo, I want to, I want to impact 1,000 people, right? And so I'm telling God I want to impact 1,000 people, but I'm not gonna impact 1,000 people by laying in my bed. I'm gonna impact 1,000 people by writing a book, by what I'm saying, doing a speaking engagement, by doing something. And so in me doing the something, right? In me doing the something, God says, now you know what? 1,000 was too small. Here's 10,000. Now 10,000 was too small. Here's 1,000,000 people I want you to, right? So I've gotten blessed more than what I've asked for, but I've never, right? In the 40 years I've been on this earth, I've never got a random blessing. Never. I can't remember. I can't remember a random blessing, like something just random. Like I got something just random. I wasn't thinking about it. It wasn't even, oh, wow. Oh, a new something, or oh, this opportunity. Right? Even when it wasn't the opportunity I wanted, it was like, yo, I need a new opportunity. I'm working towards this opportunity, and another opportunity pops up. I still put action towards that. You know what I'm saying? Right? I still put action towards that. Give me an example. Right? KX says he did. So give me an example. Because I promise you were working on something and it popped up. Right? And that's my point. So Steve is saying, look, you put the energy out there. You say, yo, this is what I desire. Right? This is what I desire. And just know once you desire it, it's being delivered to you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I desire this, it's being delivered to you. But as it's being delivered, right? If you put if you order, and I love this Amazon, this Amazon example. So I'm gonna keep Amazon example, right? If you order something from Amazon, and as you order it from Amazon, you put your address. Are you going to be able to pick up your package at your office? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to be able to pick up your package at the office? Absolutely not. Because you ordered it and you said, send it to my house, my home address. Don't send it to my office. And so what happens? You ask God for something, you order something, and instead of staying at the Faith Street where it's going to be delivered, you go to another neighborhood. You go to your work office. You go somewhere else. And the package don't arrive. And then you like, yo, why my package ain't here? Now you mad. Now you mad that you ain't getting what you asked for because you at a different address. You're not at Faith Street. You're not at a place where God's going to deliver the package. And so I need y'all to stop playing. I need you, number one, right? And here's the thing, right? So I posted this today. I posted this on my Instagram today, right? And I said, look, stop making your goal the goal. Make the action needed to reach the goal the goal. Big bar. Big bar. Big bar. Right? Stop making the goal a goal. Stop doing that. Stop making the goal a goal. Make the actions necessary to reach the goal, right? So let's say I give you a prime example. I give you a prime example, right? So let's say that's too low. Let's see, 997, right? So we go right. So let's say this, right? Let's say, you know, my goal is to make $1 million this year, right? If that's my goal, to make $1 million this year, then I can focus. If the goal is $1 million, I can focus on $1 million, right? But if my goal is $1 million and I focus on $1 million, I'm not gonna make $1 million. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, right? If the goal is to make $1 million and I focus on $1 million, I'm not gonna make $1 million, right? But let's say I offer a book writing course, mindwrite.com, right? Ashcash, mindwrite.com, right? You go and you say, oh, I have a book course that I charge $1,000 for. And so if the goal is to make $1 million this year, should I focus on making $1 million, or should I focus on helping 1,000 people write their book? Because if I help 1,000 people, right? If I help 1,000 people write their book and I charge $1,000 for my program, guess how much money that is? It's $1 million. That's $1 million. And so I can easily say, yo, I want $1 million, I want $1 million, I want $1 million. I'm never going to make that $1 million because I'm making the goal the goal. Stop making the goal the goal. Make the actions that's going to reach the goal, right? Stop making your goal the goal. Make the actions needed to reach the goal the goal. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't focus on the end goal, right? I look at the end goal, right? I look at the end goal and I say, yo, what is it going to take for me to get to this end goal, right? And then once I realize, once I know what it's going to take to get to that end goal, I then start to take the action that's necessary to get to that end goal, right? As I'm focusing on helping 1,000 people, will the universe surprise me and give me additional funds elsewhere? Absolutely, all the time. I've never set a goal and the universe didn't surprise me, right? Will I help more than 1,000 people? Probably, right? But the point is, right? The point is that I need y'all to stop focusing on the end result. That's not the game. That's not the game. I'll be honest with you. That's not the game. The game is the actions, right? The game is doing what's necessary, right? You know what I mean? Like I need y'all to get that. I need y'all to get to that level. I need you to get to that level. All right. What we doing next? What we doing next? I need what we doing next? Let's see. Cass's Bar. Life is a journey. I want y'all to take this journey though. Cass's Bar though. Cass's Bars. Cass's Bars.
The existence, the physical universe, is basically.
Thank you, Nico. I appreciate you. John, what up?
It isn't going anywhere. That is to say, it doesn't have destination that ought to arrive at. But it is best understood by analogy with music. Because music,
exactly, Marcy mindset,
is essentially playful. You say you play the piano. You don't work the piano.
You don't work the piano, play the piano.
Why? Music differs from, say, travel. When you travel, you are trying to get something. One doesn't make the end of a composition the point of the composition.
You can't make the end of
the composition. If that was so, the best conductors would be those who played fastest.
Yep.
And there would be composers who wrote only finales. People go to concert just to hear one crashing chord, because that's the end. Same way in dancing. You don't aim at a particular spot in the room. That's where you should arrive. The whole point of the dancing is the dance. Now, but we don't see that as something brought by our education into our everyday conduct. We've got a system of schooling which gives a completely different impression. It's all graded. And what we do is we put the child into the corridor of this grade system with a kind of, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. And yeah, you go to kindergarten, you know. That's a great thing because
Trey, what up? Trey Zoom, what up?
First grade.
Hustle Bill, I answer that.
First grade leads to second grade and so on, and then you get out of grade school, you go to high school, and it's revving up. The thing is coming. Then you're going to go to college. And by Jove, then you get into graduate school. And when you're through with graduate school, you go out to join the world. Then you get into some racket where you're selling insurance. And they've got that quota to make. And you're going to make that. And all the time, the thing is coming. It's coming. It's coming. That great thing, the success you're working for. Then when you wake up one day about 40 years old, you say, my God, I've arrived.
I've arrived.
I'm there. And you don't feel very different from what you always felt. By expectation. Look at the people who live to retire and put those savings away. Then when they're 65, they don't have any energy left. They're more or less impotent. And they would rot in an old people's senior citizens community. Because we simply cheated ourselves the whole way down the line.
Yep.
We thought of life by analogy with a journey, with a pilgrimage, which was serious purpose at the end. The thing was to get to that
Get
end.
to that end.
Success, whatever it is, or maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way
Missed the
along.
point the whole way
It
along.
was a musical
It's a
thing.
musical.
You're supposed to sing or dance on the musical theme.
Yo, it's the journey, y'all. It's the journey. Big Beard, what up? It's the journey. Catch that bar. It's the journey. It's like a musical. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure you're enjoying the journey. Make sure you're enjoying, right? You don't listen to a song so that the song can end. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the song, right? It's the song. And so your purpose in life is just to max out. You know what I'm saying? Your purpose in life is just to max out. Hustle, Bill, repeat. You asked a question about PLRs. I only like PLRs if it's something that you know already. That was Alan Watts. That's who was speaking. I only like PLRs if you know the information already. I think it's like faking it till you make it. If you buy a PLR and you don't know the information, and you just put it out there as your own, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think I don't agree with PLRs for that. I think if you're a good marketer and you want to put a PLR and sell a PLR marketing and you tweet and make it yours, I think that's okay. You know what I'm saying? MindRightRadioVIP.com. So if anybody wants to listen to that, this one is called Life is a Journey. That one's called Life is a Journey. I got one last one. And I want you to know, that there's no substitute for purpose. There's no substitute for purpose. Right? I need everybody living in their purpose. I want everybody being the best they could be. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody living in their purpose because there's no substitute for purpose. Right? There's no substitute for purpose. If you know, you know. Yup.
You are now tapped in and tuned in.
Yup.
MindRightRadio.com.
Yup.
Tapped in and tuned in.
Tapped in and tuned in. No substitute for purpose.
There's no substitute for purpose. There's no substitute for purpose. I'm saying so. This is more important than anything that you can hear.
Yo, this is more important than anything you can hear right now.
There's so many people who are lost, frustrated, and saved. There is no substitute for purpose. I was thinking of an example, and there's so many of them. Have you ever seen a manufacturer who began to build something, and because it didn't become what he intended, he made it something else? You don't see that. They don't stop until they get what they purpose. There's no substitute for purpose. There's no substitute for purpose.
I got you, Jess.
You cannot make a car a boat.
Can I make a car a boat?
You can't decide, I'm tired of driving this car, I'm going to drive into the water and I'll make it a boat. You just can't do that. You can't substitute the purpose for the product. You cannot make a microphone a cooking spoon. I mean, you could, but it would be microphone abuse. You may laugh, but
It's true about your life. It's true about your life. If you are becoming something, or can I say, trying to become something that you are not, you are
Appreciate you.
who you are.
The best radio station ever created. I appreciate
There's
you.
no substitute for purpose. There is no satisfaction beside purpose. Purpose and only purpose will satisfy. Purpose, therefore,
Connor, you know your purpose. I'm going to talk about that in a sec, too.
that's why God uses the word prevail. He said, no matter what you plan, whether it's big, good, fantastic, evil, bad, or excellent, if it's not my purpose for your life, God says, my purpose will prevail over that plan. That word prevail means it will haunt you. If you did everything everybody wanted you to do, but not what you were born to do, then what you were born to do will haunt what you did. You gotta understand God's word here. He says, my purpose will overrule all of your plans. No matter how good they are, no matter how big they are, purpose will frustrate your success. You know people, maybe you are one of them. You know, everyone thinks you're doing well.
Wall Street, what up?
You close the door at night.
Yeah, Steve Harvey's on there. Yeah, Mind Right Radio. Yes, sir.
It's hell in the bed. You cry.
Thank you. I am Joe A. Jones.
You don't feel fulfilled. Then when you go on stage, everybody claps. But in secret, you are depressed. They think you are the best cock executive in the whole company. But deep inside, you really want to go preach. Deep inside, you really want to go paint pictures. Deep inside, you want to do photography. You don't want to sit at no desk.
You don't want to sit at no desk.
Whatever your gift is, whatever your purpose is, it will make you frustrated. It will prevail over all of your success. Why? Because purpose itself will overrule your accomplishments. Purpose will overshadow all your work. Purpose will depress your impressions. You impress people, but you're depressed. Because deep inside, you're not doing what you were born to do.
You're born to do.
This purpose will make you sick. My purpose will haunt you.
My purpose will haunt you.
It will make you feel so frustrated that no matter how successful the world thinks you are, my deep calling purpose will make you sick.
Make you sick.
You know what I'm talking about.
Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Purpose will frustrate you. Nothing, but nothing can take the place of purpose. Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
You're only successful if you did
Catch
what
this
you were
bar.
born to do.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
So you only measure your success by your assignment. If I told you to paint the wall over here and you paint that one, beautiful, perfect, excellent, you still failed. You still failed. That's why it's possible to be good but wrong. To be good but wrong. To do a good thing but not the right thing. To do a good thing but not the right thing. Sure. Purpose is the right thing. Purpose is the right thing. It's not just a good thing. Purpose, that which you were sent here to perform.
Sent here to perform.
Is the end for which you began.
It's the end for which you began.
Purpose is destination.
Purpose is destination.
Make a note of that.
Make a note of that.
Is destination. Is destination. And destination is destiny. Destination is destiny.
Yup.
Purpose is your end that is set. And then God backs you up to begin it.
God backs you up.
Therefore, You began because there's
Thank you,
something that's
thank you,
already
Trace.
finished that you were supposed to
I'm
start.
gonna let this rock though, because somebody need to hear this.
Therefore, your birth was caused because of your destiny.
Yup.
Your existence became necessary
Your existence became necessary
because of your destiny.
because of your destiny.
So you don't go to your destiny. Destiny is pulling you.
Destiny is pulling you. You don't go to your destiny. Destiny is pulling you.
That's why when you go off course, there's something constantly pulling you back.
Pulling you
No
back.
matter where you go in life, there's something that keeps on pulling you. Because
Salute Wall
destiny
Street. Like you shock. If you know, you know. Salute, gang.
every moment of your day.
Kiara, what up?
It quietly screams. It's the loudest silence you can ever hear. It's the loudest silence you can ever hear. It's your destiny. There's something, you know, while I'm talking, it's probably crying louder now because I'm talking about it. Yes, it's screaming.
Screaming.
It's that thing
That thing.
that is already established by God.
It's already established.
That you arrived to fulfill.
That you arrived to fulfill.
And no matter where you go,
No matter where you go, what you do,
it haunts you.
it haunts you. Your purpose is gonna haunt you.
It overpowers. You try to drown it in busyness,
Yep.
but it's too strong. You try to bury it.
You try to bury it in business.
Occupation, but it is your.
It is your occupation. Your purpose is your occupation.
That's why until you find your destiny, all you have is a job. Your destiny is not a job.
Your destiny is not a job.
Your destiny is your work.
It's your work.
Your job is what you do.
Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe.
There's no substitute for purpose.
There's no substitute for purpose.
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
This is more important than anything you can hear right now.
There's no substitute for purpose.
There's no substitute for purpose. Neo, what up?
It's so important.
The GOAT.
This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
This is more important than anything you can hear right now.
Purpose will frustrate you.
Purpose will frustrate you.
But nothing
can
take the place.
take the
purpose.
place of purpose.
Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
Purpose is the key and measure of success.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do. You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
Everything else
is failure.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
There's no substitute for purpose.
There's no smooth groove. What up, my G?
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
Right now you're tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com. MindRightRadio.com. Tapped in and tuned in. Elevation on another level. MindRightRadio.com.
All right, real quick though, cause I gotta go. I gotta drop Lil Man off, right? So real quick, somebody said, "Yo, how do I find my purpose?" Your purpose is gonna pull you, right? Your purpose is gonna pull you. But the one thing I'm gonna tell you about purpose, you know what your purpose is if every time, right? Kiara say, "Yo, music keep calling you back," because that's your purpose, right? Like you're gonna know, right, what your purpose is because it's gonna haunt you. You're gonna lie to yourself. You're gonna say you don't know what your purpose is. You're gonna say I don't see it, whatever. There's two emotions in this world: love or fear. Period. If you're angry, that's a part of fear. If you are mad, if you're sad, like all these negative things are part of fear. The reason why you're angry because you're fearful, right? And so if you're not living out your purpose, is because you're attaching something to that purpose, right? I'm gonna leave this here because I gotta go, right? I know that ever since I walked on this earth, I've been an inspiration and motivation to people, period. I know that my purpose in life is to inspire and motivate the underdog, to inspire and motivate people who cannot see their greatness for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I know that God had put me right. So when God was choosing blessings and choosing purposes and all that, God said, you know what? Let me take this. I'm gonna bring this kid. I'm gonna make sure he's born to immigrant parents, right? I'm gonna make sure he's born to Haitian parents who are gonna migrate to a land that they know nothing about, right? I'm gonna take his father out the household, and I'm gonna leave his mom to take care of 3 people, right? Then I'm also she's not gonna understand the language, so she's not gonna be able to make any money, right? But I'm also gonna drop this kid off in a housing projects in Harlem in the height of the crack era, right? I'm gonna drop him off in the height of the crack era. I'm also gonna give him some foresight to let him know that he needs to do for himself, right? And regardless of what's around his environment, right? No matter what's around his environment, I need him to do for self, right? So I'm gonna give him this insight. I don't know. Why at 8 years old I was packing bags. It wasn't something I thought of. I just knew, my mom's wasn't making no money. I could make some money packing bags. And so God was like, I'm gonna give him, right? That intuition, that gut feeling to say, do something, that's gonna happen. So God said, look, at 8 years old, right? My daughter's 12. My daughter, like, I can't even fathom my daughter doing nothing that I had to do, right? But that's another story. God said, I'm gonna drop you off in the height of the crack era. Here you go, boop, right in the projects, boop, right? He's gonna see crackheads. He's gonna see crack vials in the staircase. He's gonna see shootouts. He's gonna see dead bodies, right? I saw my first dead body at 12. He's gonna see dead bodies. He's gonna see shootouts. He's gonna see the drug game. He's gonna see all of that as a youngin'. I'm gonna drop him into all of that in the belly of the beast. I'm gonna protect him though. I'm gonna protect him. I'm gonna make sure that he's good. Even in the belly of the beast, I'm gonna make sure he's good, right? I'm going to give him the foresight to now be an entrepreneur at 12. I'm gonna get this guy. Fast out the rich kid. I'm gonna get this guy who's gonna give him a job as an entrepreneur. I'm gonna make him work. I'm gonna protect him though, and I'm gonna take him to the highest level that he could possibly go within the banking world. Right? I'm gonna make him a CEO of a bank at 31 years old. Right? From the block though, outside. Like I wasn't in the house. I was outside. If you know, you know. I was outside. Right? With gangsters and killers and drug dealers, all that. Right? But I was protected. And even in the belly of the beast, even in the belly of the beast, I'm gonna give you the foresight to stay on the straight and narrow. So what's gonna happen? While I'm in the belly of the beast, I'm inspiring and motivating people. Right? I'm talking about while I'm in the hood. Forget success. Forget anything I've done. While I'm in the hood, the fact that I didn't join a gang, while the pressure was there for me to join a gang, the fact that when I became a banker, that's when people started busting down checks, and I was being approached every single day to bust down these checks for us. I said, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, right? So from there though, honorable, God is like, all right, I see you. I'm gonna give this level of character. Because why? Because you don't know this, right? Ash, you don't know this, but later on, I'm gonna give you this responsibility to reach back to the people who think that there's no hope, and I need to use you. So I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna put you through the worst things you could ever imagine. Right? You're gonna do some stuff. You're gonna get kicked out of school. You almost gonna get locked up. I don't really talk about that. I almost got locked up for guns. Like I used to play with guns when I was younger, right? I got guns now, but they legal. But back in the day, I used to play with guns, and I remember this one story in which it could have been over for me, but God protected me. God was like, nah, it ain't over, right? Nah, we good. We not. And it was stupid though. Too, it was me. I was messing with a girl in Brooklyn, and Harlem people didn't like Brooklyn people, and I was like, there's no way I'm not going to go see this girl. I'm not going to Brooklyn without no hammer. And so I was like, yo, I'm bringing a hammer. But that's another story, right? Either which way. Now, I do all these things, and there's no doubt in my mind that my purpose is to inspire and motivate people, right? Because there's no excuses. Now, I've taken all excuses out, right? There's no, even my big homies from the block hit me and be like, yo, you're inspiring me. Because there's no excuse. Because they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse. What you gonna tell me? What you gonna say? I have an international platform and reach millions of people. The little guy from St. Nicholas Projects, 129th Street, 8th Avenue. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say is that my purpose was always to inspire and motivate. I didn't know it, but if I sat down and quiet and I look and I say, yo, that's what my purpose is, right? The vehicle in which I use, so here, catch this though, I gotta go, man, I'm mad late. The vehicle in which I use to inspire and motivate is up to me, right? And so what do I mean by that? I'll give you an example. If your purpose, right? I'm gonna use food. If your purpose is to eat pizza, right? If your purpose is to eat pizza, you could get pizza all the different ways. You could go to the store, buy the ingredients, and cook the pizza yourself, number one. Number two, you could go to the supermarket, buy a pre-frozen pizza, put it in the oven, and eat the pizza. Number three, you can go to a pizza shop and buy a pizza and get a cook to give you the pizza. Either which way. The goal, the purpose is to eat pizza. But you could choose how you eat pizza, right? And so my purpose is inspire and motivate the underdog, right? I could do that through books. I could do that through radio. I could do that through television. I could do that through I could do that in all different ways. So when people think that they're looking for their purpose, they're looking for the job. Catch this. When people say, yo, I don't know what my purpose is, no, you're looking for a job. You're not looking for your purpose. You know what your purpose is. You know why you put on this earth. You know why you put on this earth. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You asking me. You're not asking me, yo, I don't know what my purpose is. You're asking, what job should I be doing? And that's the wrong question. You're asking the wrong question. Stop asking that question. Respectfully. You're asking the wrong question. The question is not what you should be doing. The question is, who should you be being? And once you decide who you be, and I said that grammatically wrong on purpose. Once you decide who you be, you walk in that every single day. When I go to the gym, I inspire and motivate people. When I get on the basketball court, I inspire and motivate people. When I get on this live, I inspire and motivate people. When I go work at the bank, I inspire and motivate people. When I write a book, I inspire and motivate people. When I whatever, you name it. Stop asking. Like I am inspiration. I am motivation. I'm not doing that. Y'all asking, yo, I don't know what my purpose is. You're asking for a job. That's what you're asking. You're saying, what should I be doing? Wrong question. Not what you should be doing. Stop asking what you should be doing. You know what you should be. Because right? What Ho said, you could try to change, but that's just the top layer. Fam, you was who you was when you got here. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. My fault, y'all. Respectfully, I didn't mean to start yelling. I gotta take my son to school. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Now y'all made me lose my voice. Thank y'all for rocking with me. The Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend. Make sure you go to ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I love you. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. In God's will. Tomorrow is Friday, right? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. I love y'all. Peace, peace.
Well. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, show.